Folks, it could be coming very soon. Direct help is here for the American people that need stimulus payments, and now top lawmakers from both parties are saying that something should be done on this. According to Newsweek, it's been 3 years since the first stimulus check, but not everything is done yet. Over the course of the crisis, the federal government sent out 3 direct payments to provide financial relief for millions of Americans and people that need the help. Now, Newsweek reported that although these expansions expired, there is renewed interest from both sides of the aisle to send this through. A top issue for Democrats is to bring back the child tax credit, and for Republicans, well, they're thinking about the support price tag of the proposed child tax credit. The lawmakers have signaled that they'd be willing to whittle down some included versions of the tax bill to get this thing done. But on the Republican side, well, Representative Brian Fitzpatrick and Don Bacon have also suggested that the child tax credits could make a return to American households.
They should be in the mail soon, but that's not true for everyone. Let's connect the dots. People who get Social Security and other federal benefits but don't normally file a tax return should start having their stimulus payments processed this weekend. The IRS says the majority of those payments will be sent electronically and should be received by April 7th.
Now, here's some crazy news. Social Security Medicare may see several huge changes in just a few weeks. Democrats are warning that millions of Americans may see a benefit decrease too, and this includes Social Security beneficiaries. Now, friends, the midterm elections will give voters an opportunity to decide which party controls the House and the Senate. In recent days, Democrats have been turning up the heat on the idea that the results may also shape the future of 2 governments. And now, at the event, Biden also proposed and touted the recent passage of the Inflation Reduction Act. He said it will curb Medicare prescription costs for seniors, and that the bill gives Medicare the ability to negotiate prices for certain high prescriptions. It also caps insulin, everybody, at $35 a month under Medicare Part D and limits out-of-pocket prescription costs under Part D to $2,000 a month, among other changes. And Biden also warned that Republican opposition can actually lead the party to stop those changes if they win control on election day. He also pointed to impending risk to Social Security based on plans floated by certain Republican lawmakers like Rick Scott and Ron Johnson. During the event, Biden held a pamphlet of Rick Scott's plans. He wants to cancel Social Security. That's what Biden said about Rick. And it goes out of existence if Congress doesn't keep vote on it. That's what Biden said as well. So outrageous, you might not even believe it. According to President Biden, Senator Ron Johnson's proposal is even stricter, and it calls for the programs to be revisited annually. Republicans may raise the retirement age for Social Security and shrink benefits. These threats to Social Security, Medicare, have led to a heated campaign season as advocates work to defend the program. And president of the Social Works and Political Action Committee has attended at least 45 in-person events for 35 campaigns this season. Now, before Social Security was even created, more than 50% of seniors lived in poverty. And before that, Medicare was passed, and more than 35% of seniors had actually incomes below the poverty line. So the latest Social Security's Trustees report just shows the program is on a 13-year runaway. Just for how long it can continue to pay full benefits, it's not necessarily prompting the attention to the program in this election. Polls also show Americans are just worried about whether benefits will be even there for them when they need them the most. Changes to shore up the program may include benefit cuts, tax increases, or a combo of both. And right now, we just know the Social Security Administration will begin dispersing monthly payments to Social Security and SSI recipients this week. Starting in January, you'll get a benefit increase in your check, and that just starts in December for SSI recipients. The Social Security Administration has a strict schedule that it follows when sending out monthly payments. For those who receive SSI, their payments are always almost sent out on the first of each month. There are 2 reasons why your payment wouldn't arrive on the first of any month. And if the regular payment date falls on a holiday or weekend, then in January, the first of the month falls on a holiday and a weekend. So when this happens, the administration just sends its check on the nearest business day. So don't worry about that, folks, because we know that President Biden will send out more stimulus payments, and hopefully more people can get the stimulus checks that they need.
What I can't do is I can't guarantee that we're going to be able to get rid of inflation, but I do think we can. We've already brought down the price of gasoline about $1.20 a gallon across the board, and I think that the oil companies are really doing the nation a real disservice. Six of them made over $100 billion in the last quarter in profit. $100 billion. In the past, if they had done the two things that they have done before, one, invest in more refineries and producing more product, and or passing on the rebates to the gas stations. They sell the oil at a cheaper rate than they are selling it now, not taking advantage, and that lowers.
The new bill will seek to lessen the strain on people collecting Social Security by boosting each recipient's monthly check by $200. That's an annual increase of $2,400. Now, Martha Sheehan, president of the National Association of Registered Social Security Analysts, told reporters that many seniors will rely on Social Security for the majority, if not all of their income. $200 a month can make a significant difference for many people. And the average monthly Social Security check is about $1,658, so a $200 increase would represent a 12% boost. The bill would also make several additional changes to the program, including resting the program's funding by applying the Social Security payroll tax on all income above $250,000. Currently, earnings above $147,000 are not subject to the Social Security tax. And Democratic Representative Stephen Cohen, a co-sponsor of the bill, said in a statement, "With half of older Americans having no retirement savings and millions in poverty, it's far past time to address the future of Social Security." He called for a $147,000 cap on Social Security taxes indefensible. And although the bill would likely face obstacles in Congress, the lawmakers are ready to take steps to shore up Social Security given the eventual shortfall, which would result in a cut to monthly benefits by about a couple dollars, starting in 2035. Now, Congress is finally ready to take action this month, and low and middle income households can expect to receive boosted relief checks from their state or city. Some people will have to take action to claim and receive this extra stimulus cash. And the crisis has caused financial havoc for millions of Americans. Even 2 years later, it's still having a negative impact as thousands of people are out of work, and the cost of inflation is making it harder for families to make ends meet. And many Americans were hoping for another round of stimulus payments like those given out in 2020 and 2021. Several state leaders have already taken matters into their own hands by issuing payments to qualifying residents. The number of states providing relief and child tax credits or deductions had risen to 12, as New Jersey released its own child tax credit legislation. The federal enhanced child tax credit provided working families with $3,000 per child under 18 and $300 to $600 per child 6 and younger. But the refundable credit was only available in an enhanced version for 2021, and has since reverted to its original maximum amount of $2,000 per child for 2022.
I have to say start with thanks to Representative Andy Levin. Thank you, Andy, for your of the great state of Michigan, for your leadership, and all of those who are organizing alongside you. We are here